So what are curse items? Why should you care about them in Death Must Die? So curse items are these mythic tier 2 items that can roll additional affixes, as you see down the bottom here. Cursive in action on this relic we have. Enemies take action less often by 60%. So these can roll on mythic tier 2 items. These are relatively rare, but you want to keep your eye out for these. They can roll in the shop as well as from just any mobs. They're not uniques, although there are a few uniques that have these affixes on them. For this one, for example, this one over here, Colorless Rainbow, has Curse of Wearing. Enemies attack and cast slower. Attack speed and cast speed minus 50%, as well as enemy move speed. Obviously, that sounds really interesting on paper, but this one over here is the most powerful one, probably. Curse of Weakness, enemies deal less damage by 60%. This is basically 60% damage reduction in a single affix on an item, which is really strong. And as you can see, you can still get some rerolls and stuff if you get this to land on a relic. So this is really, really powerful. Now, why do you want to keep your eye out for these items on as you go up with darkness difficulty levels, especially on darkness 100? Having any items that actually nerf the enemies can be really, really powerful. Now, normally gear affixes will buff your character. For example, you know, you get more life regen, you get extra damage, or legend offers. All these affixes are buffing your character, but these ones actually nerf the enemies. So it can be really interesting to play around with these. Now, I think as you go up to Darkness 100, Curse of Weakness is really, really powerful item to have. I think a lot of builds will be able to tackle Darkness 100 much easier if you have this on, especially if you have a decent amount of life and or life regen going. There are some other really, really useful ones. The Curse of Slowing I think is really useful. I got it to roll on a pair of boots over here, which is really nice. 60% slow on enemies is just really, really powerful, and these all act as global modifiers, so these are just constantly active all the time from second one, you know. You don't have to do anything to activate them, just always active. So these can be really powerful for building out your character, and they can roll with some interesting affixes on them as well. They don't take up the entire, you know, affix potential on a piece of gear. As you can see, this one over here rolled with armor, life, and life regen, as well as Curse of Weakness, and only 8% expert offers. You'd like that to be a little bit higher, but it rolled banishes as well, so this is a really strong item. This is actually probably one of the strongest defensive items I have for light armor, because it rolled the Curse of Weakness here plus life and life regen together, which is really, really strong. So we just threw together a little example build to show this off. We got Curse of Wearing over here on the relic. We've got Curse of Weakness on our chest piece here. Got Curse of Inaccuracy on the ring. Curse of Slowing on our boots. Curse of Inaction on our gloves here. Now, we just made a little cast build here on Meris. So we've got some Shard Pull. Got Waste on. Got this for just cast damage. And got this one on here for life regen, as well as the Queen of Worms for life regen. As you can see, we've got 0.95 life regen on the build here. So this is just an example build to show you the power of these items. We are on Darkness 100 here, so this is absolute maximum now. Because we're on a cast build here, we are going to have to attack a little bit here and just get a level and grab a cast of some variety here on Maris. Okay, do you want to show me your blades? Could go something better maybe? I don't know, lightning orbs? Let's do some lightning orbs. Why not? Okay, because we're on cast Maris here, we're just gonna have to dash around.
Still stuck in that.
Let's go with our orbs here. As you can see, the enemies are just much slower and don't attack you as often. When they do, they're tanking you for less damage. I'm playing pretty carelessly just to sort of show off what I'm talking about. See if we can get a different cast happening here. Black Serpents as well, sure. It's obviously not the ideal setup if we wanted to really tackle Darkness 100. We'd probably opt for a little bit more master offers so we could get some higher level stuff. But as you can see, because we have regen going on our setup, and we've got Lady Justice here anyway, we could always take Radiance for the extra AoE around us. Okay. As you can see, the enemies just attack us far less often. It's much easier to actually dodge their attacks now. And those arrows don't always necessarily tag you up. They're a little bit less accurate too, which is kind of nice. So, as I said, probably not the ideal cast setup if you really wanted to take on Darkness 100 here. Lightning Orbs are okay, but for Darkness 100 you really want probably Light Rays and Landslide. Blades are okay, but... Got Mort here as well. Can we get some Light Rays going? No. Don't really care about Retribution right now. Just giving me her a few times here. More Serpents. Okay. They still froze me up there. Playing pretty carelessly here. As you can see, we're barely taking any damage though. And when we do, we just heal it off. Lightning Orbs. Again, if you're going to do an ideal setup for Darkness 100, you'd probably want a little bit more master offers here. So you could try and get the higher level casts going. Okay, we're stuck with her now, so it is what it is. As you can see though, I'm playing pretty carelessly. I don't have a great setup here, and the enemies are missing me. When I do get tagged up, they're not doing much damage at all. And then, as you can see, we just regen back to full straight away. So guys, these items are pretty strong. Keep your eye out for them. They can really make a difference in some of your end game builds here. And as you can see, if you stack them up together, but they can be like pretty crazy. As you can see, the enemies are just so much slower. They attack you way less often, less accurate, and just the whole thing. So, guys, if you liked the video, consider hitting like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have an amazing, fantastic day.